Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I'm Random Ross and today I review Freaky. So this is a comedy horror body swap slasher that is written by Michael Kinney and Christopher Landon and directed by Christopher Landon, who gave us Happy Death Day. And this stars Vince Vaughn, Kathryn Newton, Kate Finneran, Clessy O'Connor, Misha over Osheravok or something, and Alan Ratruck. So I've already explained the subgenre. So in this, it's set in a small fictional town of Blissfield where there's a serial killer on the loose called the Blissfield Butcher, played by Vince Vaughn, and he kills some teenagers. And then he comes across one girl named Millie, who he attempts to kill. And in the opening act of this movie, the butcher gets a knife, like an Aztecian knife, which has some great enchantment on it. And without realising it, the Blissfield Butcher stabs Millie, and then he also is wounded, so with an exchange of their blood, it causes them to switch bodies, so Vince Vaughn is now a teenage girl. Well, and the teenage girl Millie is now Vince Vaughn, so they swap bodies. So she swapped bodies with a serial killer, and then they have about 24 hours or so to get to undo the ritual, or they'll be cursed like this forever. And they race against time, and along the way there, because Vince Vaughn's playing a teenage girl, he's hilarious in it, and we get some crazy slapstick humour from him in that, and we get some evil teenage slasher vibes and stuff in there. Okay, so enough with the plot, let's get to my likes and dislikes. So first of all, this film's called Freaky, and I watched this with my parents, and my mum said it's just like Freaky Friday, and I thought, well, the film's called Freaky and they're all swapping bodies, and it takes place on Friday the 13th. Now this came out on Friday the 13th of November in cinemas and VOD. In the UK it came out VOD because cinemas where I am are shut for now, but I still got to see this one. It starts on Wednesday the 11th, then Thursday the 12th, and then the rest of the film where she's Vince Vaughn, it takes place on Friday the 13th. So there's a reference to Freaky Friday, and then there's a nod to Friday the 13th, given the date of the film is set. We also, see a ton of Easter eggs in this. There's a ton of Easter eggs in this. There's even one kill in there where he kills a girl, and then he impales on the wall and tilts his head like Michael does. I thought that's a reference to Halloween. For someone, if you know your slashers, you'll notice there's a lot of Easter eggs in this one. And again, Christopher Landon's directing. Now, he did Happy Death Day, and that was like Groundhog Day meets Scream. I like to think of this as Freaky Friday meets Scream. I also thought that this was very cliched as well. The opening was definitely cliched, of course, but with it being a comedy, I imagine it was poking fun at the cliches. Even Vince Vaughn's, Blissfield Butcher wearing a mask. The mask looked very Jason-like to its shape, and I don't know what the rest of the mask was meant to be like, but yeah, he wore that mask. There was also some, there were some good kills in there, some creative kills like freezing, but here are a few negatives. This film was very predictable with being a body swap thing. I mean, there is a moment where they do must thinking, oh no, it's undoable now, but then they it's just predictable and you know where it's coming from, okay? And, of course, there was cliches in, still some slasher cliches in there, which you could see coming from a mile off. I knew that, how I pretty much had a rough idea where this was going once the ritual was done again. Um, but yeah, I love the campy humor. I love Millie's friends in there, especially the gay one. He was hilarious in this. I also like Kathryn Newton, how she went from being a teenage girl to playing Vince Vaughn's character, who was an evil killer, and how she showed evil emotions and stuff. She became a nasty evil bitch, but that wasn't her. That was the Blissfield Butcher. But Vince Vaughn, he gave us the physical comedy in this, and he was funny throughout it. Vince Vaughn, he's done a lot of flops in recent years, but my personal opinion, he did okay in this. He did good. But, and it was okay. It wasn't too silly. It wasn't a parody film. It was a comedy film, and there were a lot of huge Easter eggs and references to this, to other slashers in this film. So yeah, it's a fun watch. It's about how long is it on for? It's about 101 minutes long, so 1 hour 40 minutes. So it's an easy watch, in my opinion, and yeah, just something to enjoy. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I'd say recommend it if you like body swap films and slashers and films that don't take themselves too seriously. So I'm gonna give Freaky. You know what? I'll give it a 3.5 machetes out of 5. 3.5 machetes out of 5 for Freaky. So there you go. There's my review on it. So have you seen it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are down below in the description. It may be one small clip for you, but it would mean a great deal to me. But at the end of the day, the choice is all yours. So, I've been Random Ross. This has been a revolting review here on Random Horror. So until next time, don't have nightmares.